So today has been a big day. The doors had to come off. First of all, I mounted the motor and it was in the wrong spot, so I went to Bunnings, got a few more things, and so the motor's been remounted. I mounted it in the wrong spot and had to mount it again. The RHS that's going down there was on the wrong way. I knew that when I put it up there. So what I decided to do is go to Bunnings and get a strap and then put the strap down there, drill and bolt that through. What I've had to do is move this pole out again, and I've re-bolted it in. And what else? So now the door will actually swing. I've had to cut So before, what was happening was that the fence actually came along this way and it came to there, and then directly from here goes to that line there that's on that wall, and that's my boundary. So this is my land here, and what was happening is that when I was driving up here, it's very difficult to actually get the van in from this position. So what I did, see, the concrete goes like that, so now I would have to drive this way, but because that fence has been removed, I can now get a better approach angle at the actual door itself. So the door is 3.1 meters wide, and just coming up here, so I can just concrete. I'll get the concreter in. I've got to put a drain there. I'll put the drain there, but I've got to slope this and do all that. So now it's really good. So I've just got to adjust the limits on this because it's just bouncing a bit. And tomorrow I'll get some pole, you know, the concrete that it sets. So I put that in there, and I've cut that down. And I need to get a couple more hinges because the hinges were starting to bend. And with the motor was actually sinking this door down every time I used it this morning. So I'll have to get some more hinges, bolt it through, probably another 2 hinges. It's on the wall pretty good, not actually even square, but then the gate itself is slightly on an angle like that. Doesn't really matter, you know. And before it was hitting the air conditioner right here, and that's all I could do. I'll just put that back in, but now the door actually moves. I can't hear any squeaking, or it's not lading, doesn't matter, on the motor. So I'll get that door adjusted properly so the run time of the motor is just enough, and then just ease it into the close and then see if I can program it. So I'm just going to run some cable, and that's the controller there. It's got outputs, inputs, all that kind of stuff. So it's exactly what I wanted, and honestly it works really well, and it's quiet. So I will have to put stops on here too. So whether I put the stops down there to touch the door, whatever I'm going to do, I'm not 100% sure here just yet. But we might even have to just put a stop on the wall, like a little buffer, bit of rubber or something. But listen how quiet this is. So the noise is obviously coming from when it's banging on the pole. So we'll quieten that down and probably put a bit of rubber you can buy some rubber from Bunnings, you know, inch thick or something. I'll screw it to the edge of the door so then it compresses so it doesn't make any noise. And that has taken all day, so the doors had to come off. I've had to use the jack and the stand to get it the right thing, and then put a screw in there and, you know, whatnot. But if you look at it, it looks pretty. I'll just try and go square on. So it's not bad. You know, the height level is pretty good. It could have come up to the fence there, but good enough. And the good thing is that I've recycled pretty much most of the material. I only had to buy that strap today. And that's it. So let's have a look at it from outside. And if you just hit the remote again, obviously it's going to stop, and I'm going to keep it like that so it doesn't automatically open, and you can just stop it. And I've got to put a pipe in here, so this is where all the water just naturally wanted to run. But when this gets concreted, I'll get a guy out to give me a quote and just have a look. And see what the best option is. Whether I tee into there, I thought, well, I'll slope the concrete there and put a little bit of a curb on the actual house because it was waterlogging. And when we had all that rain, it was almost going up to the weep holes. Like there's a weep hole right there in the brickwork, and there's more along there, so if the water got in, it would then ruin the gyprock and then the flooring as well. So the idea is to probably get a bobcat, level this out. I'll get the guys' opinion. If they don't charge too much, I'll just get them to do it, and put the Rio down and form it up, put the Rio down, put little caps on there. So let's have a look how this looks. So that's it. I think that looks fantastic, you know. So just coming in from this driveway, because this is all common property, so nobody has you know, the old lady here at Unit 21, she's trying to claim it, of course, but it's all strata, it doesn't matter. Even the road, I don't know when they subdivided this, whether the road then became back to council or whether it still belongs to the property, but we've got our own lights. So I tend to think that when they subdivided it, yes, this would have had to have been, but whether the council actually owns the road, who knows? Just coming along, the council hasn't picked up all the rubbish, they decided not to, so just coming up. So it looks really good, you know, it looks proper like it should be, it's not out of place or anything like that. And now, like before, when I was driving in, where this pole, where this gate was coming to there, and the angle and the approach angle and the corner, that seriously there was about that much, and I'm not lying, about an inch on either side between when I was going in with the van. That's how tight it was from where that was into where this is here. And like directly across here, it was very difficult to actually get in. And one time I just scraped the mirror just a little bit, but I think it looks fantastic, I really do. I think that looks very professional. Looks like it's always been there. It's the same pattern, the same colour, the same everything. And I'll paint all the welding that I've done and cut the bolts off, so that will be done later. So that's the garden of the place. And I might put some other people, put some chairs out the front, like he's got some chairs over there. I might do a similar thing here, And the good thing I like about this place is it's directly in line with the road. So, you know, I prefer, the whole reason to get the van around the back is not to keep the vans out on the road, that's for sure. And I ran a cable the other day and I put one camera just up there. It's not connected yet. The cable's in. I'll get around to it. And, so that's the place. So that should make life a lot easier. So it took a whole day to do this, but it looks great now. You know, imagine this being concreted, you know, and the water just flowing into there, and then maybe a pipe that way, or maybe it can be sloped. I'll see what the concreter says, and maybe that, or maybe I'll just cut this again and put like a square drain or put it there. You know, can't get any lower because the actual copper half-inch is just there, it's just sitting there, and I thought, well, I'll keep it that height, so then I'll put the concrete there and it can flow into there, and just see what he has to say. That's the best thing to do. So I just have to stop it. I've moved all the other stuff, and I've got all these boxes, champ. Yeah, in the lounge room, might as well show you. But we'll clean this up before you come up. And the lounge room's got some boxes. I'll turn that on. Can we find the light? Just turn the light on. That's good, they've got lights on the ceiling fan. So I'll have to move the lounge room. Yep, it's a bachelor place. I put the computer and all that stuff there. And I know you haven't really seen the place all that well. So that's the kitchen. I will put some downlights in here. That's the printer, or the vinyl cutter. We've got the cables just running for the TV just across to there, so they've got to go up and over, and then coming through the lounge, through the hallway. So this will be the guest bedroom. And again, I just dumped everything in this room, so we'll put the bunk bed there and all that. See the TV there, and then the concept and the data cabling is going to be in here. So everything's going to be in here. And then coming along to the garage, you haven't seen this yet. You know, there's still a lot to do, but the floor's been painted. I've just been running some cables last weekend. I'll just open that up. And that's good. It's a bit hot in there, so just having a look at the garage. That's what it looks like. I built these benches, and I've got a HID reader that's going to go on there on the Smokey's going to go in the garage. PIR's in the corner, camera in the corner. This bit of MD, or whatever it's called, chipboard, needs to go up on the wall just there. And I've got enough material to build one more of these benches. So basically the stock and stuff there, electronics out the back, and I've also got some more shelving that I'm going to do along this way and along this way once this goes up. The problem is I've got to drill into the wall and hammer drill it. So I've just been waiting for the right time, and another one of these benches will go across here. And what else? Got to do some washing. And, so that's the shower and all that you've seen before. And then we got the toilet. It's got a this toilet, and then my room. Of course, I haven't made the bed. And the other day, what I did is I got some vinyl and I blacked out the windows, so you can't see, but I can always open the window. And there we go, we can go through there. And what else? That is, I'll show you how it looks from outside. So you can see the blackness on the window. They did a reasonable job of it. I'll just blank that out so the light doesn't come in the morning. So now I've got to pack up all the toys, all the tools, the toys, and that's it. So this is what the van now looks like, champ. You'll see this shortly. Oh, I haven't showed you the sign. I'll show you. So that's my auto van. Looks like that. Reflective. This is the manual van. And this is the sign that I put up. So I've got another one there. And this is my little stash spot of building materials that I'm acquiring. So I just put the sheets there. So as you know, that's the that's what that looks like. And then here I have this. So it's all reflective. And then if you have a look, right there, that's directly, lots of lights are there. And that's that. And another one will go along this way to point in that direction over there. It does light up at night time when the headlights hit it. That's it, so I'll vinyl that. And that's really it. That's all there is now. So we'll start working on moving these boxes. I want to put some shelving in there and then put the boxes in there. So when you come up, put some shelving and throw the boxes in there. There's all these little things that I started and I honestly haven't really finished. And oh, I've got a little gecko on here. They're cool, aren't they? So we'll just close this. So this is what the back of my van looks like now. Very similar. That locksmith sign there is the right size that I want. So this is just the empty van. So it's fantastic having nothing in there. And then this is what the other one looks like. So very same, like very similar, very much the same. Just that locksmith is a bit bigger. And the other difference is that font there is Arial, and that's Cooper Black, and that's reflective, and that's not. So that's going to come off, and it's going to be the same as that one. And also spaced out the drlock.com.au down the bottom. Nathan and I did this one here. And that's, I think that's too close together, so that might just come out. I actually cut two of those or 4 actually, and I might just pull that off, and just make it exactly the same. Doesn't really matter, who cares? And that's about it. Alright, another job done today. So I'm going to put a camera up here, shoot it down there. It's getting a bit low now, low light. That's it.